And next up this evening, we have Sofia Magan Lama studying biomedical engineering.
The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Nelson Mandela. But the truth is, we don't always get to choose the obstacles we face, the battles that we'll have to fight, nor the challenges that will make us fall. They say, choose your battles wisely. But what if the battle was within you? What if fighting meant going through so much pain that your life could no longer be enjoyed as before? Well, the goal of my project is to give patients with cancer a valuable tool to make this battle a little bit easier, so that if they decide to go through chemotherapy and fight cancer, they can have the chance to make this battle a little bit easier and just reduce the probability of developing one of the most common side effects, chemotherapy-induced oral mucositis. So let me explain to you real fast how chemotherapy works. We have some cells in your body that are going to be consuming energy more than any other cells. So what chemotherapy does is finding these super active cells by acting like food. And cancer cells will consume most of it, but unfortunately, some healthy cells will also be fooled, absorb it, and die. And this is what causes side effects. So this disease involves the chemotherapy flowing through your blood and getting onto the surface of the skin inside of our mouth. And this causes really painful ulcers in patients that compromise their ability to speak and sleep and eat. And so we said, how is it even possible to treat this side effect? Well, the answer is everywhere we look. Bacteria. We just need to find the right type and the right concentration. In the past, scientists have already tested this approach using bacteria to protect the intestine from chemotherapy, and it worked. The real problem, though, is how are we going to test it? So we said, would it be possible to grow in the lab a small piece of skin like the one inside of our mouth and induce the disease with chemotherapy? And would it be possible to test if bacteria can absorb some of this damage? Yes, we can. And the coolest thing is that we can even dissect into it to find out what are the mechanisms for this to happen. Isn't it amazing? We're on our way to find a small army of bacteria willing to fight side to side with cancer patients through chemotherapy.